let's get this going then. So I talked about... I just got the two confused. I talked about Relapse on the first Eminem thing I did. An album that I'd never listened to and I'd been prejudiced against, and then I realized was actually a good album. A good album, I'd say, with some good tracks on there. And then, but Recovery, which was released basically just a year later, despite I think it was like a 5-year wait between albums for Eminem, between Encore and Relapse, and then only a year between Relapse and Recovery. And I remember when I was like, kind of thinking, because Relapse had such bad singles, the fucking singles, man, bad singles, these bullshit singles. So I prejudicedly, but you can see where I'm coming from here, was like, fuck this album, goddamn singles, man, fuck singles. But Recovery had the first single was Not Afraid, and I don't really like this song that much nowadays, but back then I just appreciated that he was shitting on Relapse. It's like, those last two Relapse, the last two CDs, Encore and Relapse, he was shitting on both. I've always liked Encore, but I probably won't talk about it here on the pod. But I guess I just liked that. It sounded better. It was like, I guess you did run those damn accents into the ground. There's no accents on this album, it seems. So, hey, he kind of took some of the criticisms off Relapse and applied them to Recovery. But yeah, I've definitely had a different kind of history with this album, because with this album, I bought it immediately when it came out. I purchased it on CD and listened to it a bunch, and I thought it was really good. I thought it was, back then when it came out in 2010, I thought it was a kind of a mixed, not a mixed bag in terms of quality, but in terms of production. The production I thought was really on point throughout a lot of the album, and I kind of just liked that Eminem was kind of just sticking just to having good or clever or witty lyricism, and I just like that he was going for that. So I've always liked this album. Now I hate it. Worst album ever. Fucking hate it. Fuck you, Eminem, you honky. No, I just like the album. It's good. I don't know if I prefer it over Relapse or not. I don't know. I just know that this, to me, is just about the turning point for Eminem's career. So I don't know how... a lot of the albums he made after this, I've only listened to them once, and I'm just like, they're not that good. Relapse and Recovery I can listen to a bunch of times over, but it starts getting spotty from here on in. If it weren't for Kamikaze, which I really like, then Eminem would have had a really shitty, period through over the past 10, 11 years since this album came out, really. Yeah, Kamikaze's good. I'll get around to that, but one thing I'll say about that now, and this is a problem with this album, is that the good thing about Kamikaze is that it's 40-something minutes long. That's it. That's all it needs to be. It doesn't need to be a fucking 77-minute odyssey like all these other cunting albums. In particular, this album. How many tracks are there? 17. But yeah. So with this album, listening back on it now and giving it a bit more of a proper listen and really tuning into the lyrics and everything. I'm very discerning. Yeah, look, I still think it's good. I think there's some good things to be said about it. There's some bad things to be said about it. It's a mixed bag, a bit like Relapse. Maybe I do actually dislike it more than Relapse now. Hey, how about that? We never thought we'd get to this bloody point. Just try to, I guess, Relapse and Recovery, not so much in production-wise, music-wise, but I think lyrically, they're kind of different. I guess thematically maybe as well. Yeah, I think I would prefer Relapse, because Relapse was more into the horrorcore. Not all the way, unfortunately. It could have just been more into it. And this album kind of strips that away, and now it's just kind of... Look, this is like, you know, the kind of gym bro inspirational. Like, you gonna get it, go on, you want it, like, you know, lift that dumbbell, honky. It's now this kind of thing, you know. Not Afraid is very emblematic of that, and anthematic. Well, that's, yeah. I mean, yeah. There's like a lot of anthemic rap songs going on. I mean, mostly in the choruses. That's a big problem that I have with Eminem, and this album very much typifies that. Is that there are really, really good verses on this album a lot of the time. The choruses, on the other hand, just like Eminem says on Not Afraid after he talks about those last two albums. I guess a random's damn accents into the ground. I guess I'll just talk about Not Afraid initially, because that song sucks. No, I don't know. I kind of thought it was okay to begin with, but now listening to it, it's just gym bro music. It's just like, oh, I won't get it. Oh, you put me down, but now I'm back up. And listening back now, that the lyrics aren't very clever. They're not that introspective. It's just a lot of like gym bro platitudes all throughout. And there's like other similar content on this album, but it is better. It's just kind of Eminem just trash talking and, yeah, like Not Afraid. Like, you know, a lot of the songs on this album are just too serious. They're too fucking serious. At least we have a dynamic, but even, I swear to God, all the songs that are really serious, I take it back. Maybe not. Okay, it goes back and forth. Like, yeah, Not Afraid. It's like that. What was terrible? Spacebound is fucking terrible. Spacebound is like, was it like about like a partner or an ex or girlfriend? I don't know. Who cares? Yeah, I think I can't really dig the chorus in this one. At least it isn't sung by Eminem. But there are some things. God, Eminem really sucks on this album at points, and it's when he's not rapping. Like, you know, back to Not Afraid. Like that bit just before the third verse where the instrumentals go away and Eminem starts singing. He's just like, oh, God damn, man, fucking awful, really terrible. You're Never Over as well, a good song, but the chorus in it, where he's like, the days are old, living without you. It's like, damn, man, are you gonna actually put auto-tune on this bitch or what? Fucking terrible. Fucking awful. And if I ever get around to bloody Marshall Mathers LP2, the next album he released, and then what was the song on there where he just was singing Stronger Than Ever? God damn him. God damn it. God damn, man. This is so frustrating about you, Eminem. You're so goddamn talented. I'm gonna say good shit about you. But holy fuck, do you make some terrible, awful music. Some awful shit out there. Truly atrocious. Anyway, look, here's the good stuff. Okay, look, this may not sound like the biggest, nicest thing I can say, but I guess this album does have a lot of, like, when it's in a more fun mood, it's kind of a bit, like freestyle rapping. It sounds like that, not like that it's improvised, but that it's, you know, freestyle rapping where it's like really braggadocious and be like, yo, I'm the top shit, you ain't nothing, that kind of thing. Just doing a lot of that. You got small testicles and I got a bigger dick than you. All that kind of thing. Eminem does that well throughout this album. Like, truly. He's truly digging in, getting out some clever, you know, maybe slightly corny, maybe slightly cheesy, but he has a bit of an awareness to that as well. And he's pumping out some good lines, like so many of them, across so many tracks, really. I mean, I'm really impressed by the first track, Cold Wind Blows. Like, he gets right into it and just kind of shits on the rap industry, not as much as he would later. Not so much On Fire. On Fire sounds like it should be that kind of song. It's still got some good lyrics. And there's Won't Back Down, which I think is like a pretty good rap rock track, really. Don't even mind the instrumentals in it. Like, it just sounds fierce and kind of well made and got some good energy, and Eminem is kind of killing it on each verse. I mean, he really goes off, and then you feel like he's gonna finish the verse, but he keeps going, and it's not overstaying its welcome, because he is so damn like creative with his rhymes and his and just little tricks, lyrical tricks that he does here and there. You know, it's really pretty outstanding. All the really, I mean, it's, you know, it's poetic. It's really the poetics that he gets into. I do like that track, and I didn't even like it back way back when, but I don't know. I think kind of going for the lyrics of it, like maybe the song is so intense that the music may overshadow the lyrics a little bit, but I don't know. Eminem's kind of like talking loudly, rapping loudly on the track, so yeah, no, it keeps up a good energy. Basically going track for track, but then WTP, YouTube poop, White Trash Party, and it's supposed to be kind of like a middle America kind of like, hey, White Trash Party fun. It's really not as, it doesn't really stick with the concept at all. It doesn't really, he's not really like painting a picture or telling a story like he used to. Like, I'm just thinking now, was it what was those drug songs? What was it where he gives the woman shrooms at a party and she starts ODing? My Fault. And then there was another drug song as well on Marshall Mathers. What the fuck's it called? My Drug Song or whatever. These drugs really got a hold of me. I can't remember the name, but yeah, shit, man. You know, that was when Eminem kind of had, first of all, better music, a tighter beat, but the lyrics were like kind of painting a better picture. And White WTP is all over the place with that. Like, it's not really setting the record straight, really. Neither is Almost Famous, which is bullshit, and it's supposed to be like a recap of Eminem's career, but he's kind of just like, yeah, I'll get on the back, drop a shit, yeah, I'm good. It's just all that kind of crap, but it's like not really going. He kind of, he touches upon like the big moments in his career, but like not a lot. Yeah, there's not really like good storytelling going on in the album. It is a bit more kind of scattered, diarrhea-y. It's not like a big solid turd coming out. It's just like spitting it out, and that's what Eminem's doing. And really, like a lot of the freestyles, as great as they are, they get kind of tired. I mean, I can't imagine like really taking this album as a whole, really, because like I did recently, listen to it all the way through. You're so tired of it by the end of it. It's so long. It's kind of monotonous. It's kind of reiterative, despite the quality of it at times. The quality of Eminem's rhymes, where he's putting in the effort. He's not letting up. He is doing a good job for the most part, but. Yeah, this is something I have a big problem with. Going Through Changes was actually, I thought it was, when I first listened to this album, I thought this was the best track. It's still really good. I guess it sounds a bit like Relapse, like the second half of Relapse, where it's like a lot of, I don't know, not so much like contemplation and rumination, or actually there's a story in this fucking song. There's a story of him like drug overdosing after the death of Proof and everything. So there's that. And it works well. It works well with the music as well. I don't have any complaints about this song. What I just want to say is that it's fucked that it just comes right after White Trash Party. I've always thought that was weird. It's like White Trash Party is like, hey, it's like, that's supposed to be a fun, trashy song, yeah. And then that song ends, this song suddenly comes in, and this song's like, starts with like pianos, and then there's like rain sound effects and like some gay hair metal band cover. I mean, a sample. It's Aerosmith, right? Fuck them. Fuck all that hair metal. But it's really, it's an aggressive change, and it just makes me think like, fuck. That's I don't think I have much problem with the sequencing in this album, but damn, that is rough. That is really, really rough. Ugh, you really have to stick that there. All right, whatever. Yeah, like, a lot of trash talking from Eminem. Like, Seduction's a good one. Seduction's like a good old braggadocious shit talking. A cuck song. It's if you're a cuckold, genuinely, this is a good song to listen to. Yeah. Nah, fuck, I don't know. I can't even remember this fucking album. Look, it's not like heaps memorable. Like I say, like it's just gym bro rap music, freestyle, braggadocious lyrics, and it is good at times, but it does get tired after a while. Whatever. I'm just looking for my notes. Talking to myself again. I hate the cliche. I hate the chorus. It's cliched and redundant. It's just like, oh, am I on myself? Oh, I just feel so alone. Nobody loves me. Ooh, fucking hell. And then Eminem is singing this bullshit on the chorus or the second chorus, and then in the lyrics he's on fire with like, you know, just as clever and as witty and as like, I don't know, athletic as he is with like his rapping when it comes to that braggadocious shit talking. He does the same when he's being emotionally revealing on a track like this. So how can you write such great verses that are about like, you know, going through a hard time or whatever, but then the chorus sucks dick lyrically? Just, oh, I'm on my own, nobody loves me, ooh, I'm gonna be sad. God damn, it's just fucking... It is just really annoying and completely redundant. I don't even need it. It's cringy. It's chuggy. I have you say that. The new word, which I fucking love. I love millennials getting it, because fuck millennials. They should all die in a hole. Yeah, I think the Zoomers are maybe better than millennials, but we'll find out. Fucking hell, millennials really just turned it to shit. But yeah, it's just a lot of like either faux edgy or faux inspirational lyrics was just like, come on, you gonna get it. You gonna get the piece of the pie. And all this crap. And a lot of terrible singing and sung choruses. So Bad has egotistical lyrics that aren't clever, and the chorus ain't good, and the bridge is awful. Oh man, yeah, no, the bridge is awful. How the fuck is Eminem gonna like? It's just like that's a song that you don't. You're just again going on like, yeah, I'm better than you. I got a bigger dick than you. Why do you need another fucking song on the album to get that across? Especially when this song definitely doesn't have great lyricism. I mean, it's not bad, but just I think it's the longest song, and that bridge is fuck. How are you gonna have these lyrics where you say your dick is bigger than everyone else, and you're the best rapper, you're the best musician, and then the chorus stinks, but then the bridge is you're still going on about like how you're hot on the mic, but you're doing like not even beatboxing, but it's like where you just go. How fucking cringy are you? How fucking dense are you, Eminem? You lack self-awareness. And it's really awful, man. You need to cut this shit down, man. You need to cut this shit down so you can have a more concise 40, 50-minute album of some killer material that doesn't get old, is sequenced properly, and you have all the right shit in the right places. And then it's more dynamic. You have enough of the inspirational, the edgy kind of crap, the storytelling, the introspective reflecting on the past, your career, and all the hardships and the great times that you've been through. No, it's just this bullshit instead. Fucking hell, you're dating yourself even if this was made 20 years earlier. Disgusting. I hate you, Eminem. I hate this album. It makes me vomit. Almost Famous is bullshit as well. It lacks the self-introspectiveness in favor of just some clever lyricism where he's just talking about his balls again. And Love the Way You Lie is not very good either. It's a crappy... Yeah, just a fucking single. It's just a single. Who gives a fuck? Alright, look. Let's get into some of the stuff that is not that bad. You know what? A lot of these tracks are better than I remember them, honestly. Like No Love, I always felt was weird. Like again, like the lack of self-awareness. Like you're gonna sample that song, which at the time was a meme. It was a fucking meme. It was a big meme when this album came out. Even a couple of years before this album came out, it was like ha ha ha. What, you seriously gonna take it and have it be like the very much the main sample that heavily sampled even across the whole track and done totally seriously. 100% serious. Ah, fuck it. Well, you know what? I gotta say though, you did implement it into the song well. So maybe that's why I like this song now more, because that's previous song, Baby Don't Hurt Me. That's no longer a meme. No, not many people, they'll remember it when you tell them. Like, oh, fucking yeah, I remember that kind of song. I'll say that. So maybe it's just a bit more palatable and digestible now. But let's think back to it. Like Lil Wayne, he's got, yeah, bad. Like I don't listen to much Lil Wayne. I sometimes feel like I should. His lyricism's kind of tight. Like especially on this song, because he isn't trying to do what Eminem is doing, and that's fine. Actually, they work really well on this track as a dynamic duo. Because Lil Wayne's just like slow with the flow. He's just carefully putting out them lines, them bars, and he does a good job. And then when Eminem comes on, he starts like speeding up the pace and like really getting into it, and the music kind of matches that too. It's pretty well done. I do like that song more now. Cinderella Man ain't too bad. The singing on it isn't bad, honestly. Yeah, a little corny with the rap rock. Just like a guitar, the kind of like percussion kind of beat. I don't know, adds to the track. I don't know, Eminem sounds pretty alright in that track. He sounds like angry, determined, and the kind of, it is a bit of the same kind of like, you know, you gotta go for it. Oh, you gotta, that kind of crap. But it's done a little bit better. Like I say, listening to that track on its own is fine, but at the point that it comes in on the album, which is like just past halfway through, is you're kind of sick of it at that point. And then all that kind of braggadocious shit just keeps going. Ugh. And I've always liked 25 to Life. That was a good track. That's a good track. That has some great... That's like... A lot of Eminem... Like most Eminem songs, I don't like the sound of them. Like it doesn't sound good to me. But this track does. Good singing. Whoever that bitch is. She was on 2 tracks. I don't know what the other one was. I don't know. I don't care. Was it Almost? Yeah, no, it was Almost Famous. Oh, yeah, she does good on that chorus as well, whatever the fuck her name is. She probably fucked Eminem. Probably got fucked by his medium-sized honky dick. And he was probably she was probably who he was complaining about on, like, Spacebound and all these other tracks. He was like, fuck you, bitch, what, fuck you. Yeah, no, it must be hell to be a celebrity. Especially the biggest rapper in the world. You have chicks just fucking you. Must be a shame. Must be bad to be a female rapper as well. You might get shot by your boyfriend. But 25 to Life is just like going through changes. Each chorus, they change it up a little bit in each chorus, so that you don't get too tired of the songs. Yeah, some of these instrumentals, they kind of just like peter out. They just keep going for like another minute and a half, and they just fade out. And you're like, why don't you just stop? A lot of rappers seem to do that nowadays. They seem to just, they might not even have any choruses. They're just like, that's it. keep it tight. Keep it tight, because you've got to go from one thing to the other. And I've always done this with Eminem. I've always like skipped the end of his tracks. Even when he gets to like the third chorus, I'm like, okay, there's no more rapping. I don't like the music. I don't like any kind of add-ons he does, any riffing or ad-libbing. Fuck this guy. I'm going to stop it. You're Never Over. Terrible fucking singing on it. The second chorus is good. The second chorus is... the last verse is a great and properly inspiring dedication to Proof. So, yeah, I think there's some good energy coming from Eminem. Like, he's just very energetic and seems very inspired, but that kind of gets the best of him on this album. And then you have the last track, which is just like a little... It just seems like just an add-on. It's just like one more little, hey, this fucking, and just a little bit more like trash talking, and we're kind of sick of it by this point, but still, there's some good stuff. So really, I don't think this album works like as an album. As a bunch of tracks, it works. You can listen to any kind of track on its own and enjoy it, but it's just like not kind of cohesive and not kind of put together, and yeah, a little nauseating. A little kind of just, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't like this as much as I thought. I guess it's just the verses, because like when I'm listening to this album now, like I am skipping the I'm skipping everything except the verses. I'm just getting straight to the verses. So sorry, that's all I really want. Just the incredible. Yeah, I'm just always astounded by them. I could always just go back to some of these like bars that Eminem has, and they're just they're great. He's a professional. He's a consummate professional. But damn, he's just, God, there's so much else about him that just doesn't gel. Like it's just like great bars, and you can rap him out pretty well. You've got the energy and the anger and the everything to like get him out properly. But where's everything else? Like the right, like being discerning about what's good, what's not, how much to put on the album. The beats as well. The music is sometimes pretty lackluster. And stop singing your own songs. Sometimes it's not even good when you get someone else to do it. But goddamn, you're not a singer. Fucking stop singing, cunt. All right, well. That's all I got to fucking say about this bullshit. Alright, that's my review of Recovery. That's my re-review. I just kind of looking back on it, because I guess I think this album's kind of been on some kind of rotation in my ears over the past 11 years. I mean, I remember listening to it kind of recently and kind of digging the lyrics. I listen to a lot of rap in my car because I don't know, it's just better. It's just good to have. I can pay more attention to it and pay more attention to the lyrics if I'm driving than if I'm like at home, like reading or whatever. Yeah, it's just disappointing that it just could be better, but I don't know. Yeah, like I say, as an album, but just listening on a song by song basis, it's good. It's really cool. Oh, I just feel like there's something else that I should be saying, but I guess not. Nah, I'm just gonna fuck off now. I'm gonna back off and have less of this shit to edit. But I was just looking at the. All right, this has been the David Morgan Brown Experience, episode 30, isn't it? Whoa, hey, that's the fucking age I am. Oh boy, I can't wait to have made more. And we just hit the 30-minute mark in the unedited recording of this. And it's also the 30th today of the 30th, 3030, in the year 3030. And it is 30 o'clock. I mean, it's 30. I don't know, whatever. I'm just talking trash. I don't know. I'm like really off today. I'm like, I'm gonna, I don't know, go kill myself. I'm just really slippery. I think because I slept too much. Like I had a big nap yesterday and I was like, oh God. Not even a nap. Fucking naps. How do you have a nap for like 20 minutes? Do you just kind of wake up later just going, because when I guess I was drunk, but even still, it's napping for like 5 hours. All right. Well, that's Eminem, Recovery, 2010. Not one of his best albums, not one of his worst, but it is a sign of things to come. Oh boy. Another album, and then after that we've got Revival to get to. Oh boy, at least we got Kamikaze as a dessert after that. All right, I'm fucking out of here.